How you doing? Welcome to RevXDev. I'm Don. In this video, I wanted to do a little review and share my thoughts about Grand Theft Auto 5 for PC. April 14th, one of the most waited dates lately. As you know, the game was delayed a couple of times, but I gotta tell you, it was really worth the wait. Big thanks to Rockstar for allowing pre-downloads like half a week before the release so that we could have time to download the 60 gigabytes and at the night of the launch simply hit play and have fun. For Germany, the game got out at 1 AM with some patch download delays, which is normal considering the amount of people downloading it at the same time. So it took like 1 hour extra to download the patch. So at 2 AM, I guess I was finished downloading everything, the patch, and after I guess we were ready to launch the game. Everybody had to do this small tutorial mission, which somehow explains how Michael ended up being a rich bitch. Now, after the tutorial or intro, we were able to go straight to multiplayer or online mode. Pretty much easy. I met my dudes and we went exploring, doing some tutorials or multiplayer missions, customizing our stuff, and I gotta tell you, I was excited as fuck about the graphics. For a couple of days, my GTX 970 worked fine. In-game options, it showed that 3.5 out of 4 gigs of my graphic card memory was being used, and after I compared, almost all the time, the GTX 970 was working at 99% of its power, or GPU load. And at the third day, after like 6 hours of playing non-stop, I had some crashes. Yeah, 3D driver errors, crashes at the launch, and it was a bit annoying. Like, not a bit, a lot annoying. After 1 hour, I guess I fixed it by lowering the detail draw distance in-game graphics options, so that now 2.5 to like 2.8 gigs of my graphic memory was being used. This way I lowered the graphic usage from 99% to like 80% or something. I didn't see any graphical quality decrease. Even better, my FPS jumped to 100. That was just freaking awesome. Now to the game. I finished 6% of the story. Obviously, I can't judge it too much. Till now, it's being very interesting. Lots of innovations like the switch between the main 4 characters, and every time you load, it gets you in a different location on the map, and lots of other stuff. So it's pretty awesome. In online mode, you have these quick missions like PvP, survivals, car races, and others that will give you some XP, obviously, and money. But not even close to freaking Heist rewarded money. XP stays basically the same, just maybe a slightly higher. The Heist missions are madness. When we found out the prison break Heist, when our mate bought a high-end mansion for 500,000 credits, he was able to start these Heist missions. Oh my goodness, we basically spent like 10 hours or more playing that shit from like 9 PM till freaking 10 AM, like little kids, because these Heists were made with brains. Very interesting, very hardcore, everybody responsible for what he's doing in the mission. Keep that in mind, you need 4 professional players to do these Heists, minimum for like level 20, 25 and above, because if you don't have friends and you invite random people and they're naps, you're fucked, you're screwed. Gays rage quitting, failing like idiots, and lots of other crap. So one suggestion to Rockstar, if you're listening this, please add bots. Please add bots to Heist missions, at least to cover or not fail. Now, you get lots of money from Heist, from like 100,000, 200,000 to like 1 million. In-game credits, my friends, cost real money. If you want to buy some, legit, from what I remember, something like $5 for 100,000 in-game credits, something like that. So do Heists, my friends, do Heists. Now, we faced lots of shitty bugs or glitches while doing these Heist missions. I don't want to talk about them right now to ruin your thoughts, about the game. I'll talk about them in one of the next videos dedicated to online glitches. Yeah. The loadings are a bit long. The loading when you exit the missions or when you get in a session and so on is just long. A bit long, a bit too much long. I don't know if it's fixable like a bug or not, whatever. The size of the map. If you hit P in game, you'll be able to see the whole map. At the first view, it's not that really huge, but when you travel from like the bottom to the top, it's like San Andreas 2, but with super details and new generation graphics. Really, I was surprised that my GTX 970, even on very highs, goes above 150 FPS sometimes. Really nice optimized, I gotta mention that again, for, you know, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer maybe, or DICE, you know. In my opinion, the movement of the characters, you know, the reaction, still reminds you of GTA 4. I'm not a huge fan of that much realism. I think if they would add a bit more reaction to the characters' movements, like Saints Row, for example, maybe. I don't know, because sometimes you just want to move slightly to the right or left and your character just performs an amazing, super realistic move that takes more time, makes you look like a drunk doll, uncontrollable. But that's just my opinion. If I were one of the developers, I would add faster movement or faster character reaction. When you press, you know, WASD, your character responds immediately with no delays or too much realism. But I'll talk about that one in one of the videos dedicated to third-person video games a bit later. So what did I personally like about GTA 5 for PC, obviously? Amazing graphics. They're just fabulous. So many details, so freaking sharpy and crisp. That's legit. The difference is so noticeable for freaking consoles. You gotta check that. The second one is the game is very nicely optimized. I already mentioned that. I mentioned my freaking graphic card too many times. But imagine on GTX 980. Or on a Titan, or dual cards, or SLI cards, or, you know, it will be just stunning. It will be like freaking 200 FPS, I don't know, just crazy. Then the map. The map is very huge. It's really big. I didn't expect that, but it is nice. Then multiplayer or online mod, which is even better than story or single player. I like that developers, you know, dedicate more time for the multiplayer because, like, you know, for example, Call of Duties, you know, people basically buy them for the online competition and PvPs, so it's very good. They really did a good job on this one here. And for now, I guess that's it. I was thinking about, remember I mentioned bots in missions, because some time ago, I wanted to play GTA 4 online again with Vince. And guess what? No players, no sessions or servers, empty. Obviously, GTA 5 will lose players with time. When you get in a session and there's no players or just a couple of them, and that's it. No more heists, no more PvP. I don't know, bots would just make it more flexible for everyone, I guess. Somehow. Now, overall, GTA 5, especially for PC, is an open-world, third-person revolution. Best graphics I've seen so far, very nicely optimized, almost no FPS drops like Watch Dogs, for example. I'm full of naughty excitement about this game. First person is just madness, and all of this together is a bomb. If you have dual graphics, you should be in third-person heaven right now. Stay tuned, we have lots of videos coming dedicated to Grand Theft Auto 5, some cool online gameplays, and more and more and more. I'm done. We are RevXDev. See you at the next one.
RevXDev.
Where the hell is this motherfucker?
We started playing, we spraying, displaying crazy, rushing a huge amount of trainings, laying down in your baits. We're gonna break down the nasty plans for your maniac mates. We are the RevXDev, mighty rebels, are ready, sit steady, or you're gonna face a flipping shiny machete.